For millions of years, human existence was defined by constant, rhythmic movement. Survival relied on tracking wild game and gathering seasonal plants. Life was lived in temporary shelters and rock caves, dictated by migrating herds. Then, in Mesopotamia, we see something entirely different. Thousands of people packed into dense urban centers, living within rigid social hierarchies and beneath massive, permanent brick architecture. A 5,000-year gap separates those wandering bands from the construction of these first true cities. This transition towards an organized urban life was the result of a specific, irreversible chain reaction triggered by a single shift in human behavior. 10,000 years ago, human behavior pivoted towards the active manipulation of the food supply through domestication. In West Asia, people cultivated wheat, barley, and pulses, while taming sheep, goats, and cattle. This global process saw East Asian farmers turn to millet and rice, as millet also became a staple across Africa. But agriculture creates a logistical trap. To harvest a crop, you have to stay with it for months. You can no longer follow the wild herds. This stationary waiting period forced a change in architecture. To protect their investment, humans had to build their first permanent, durable structures. Agriculture functioned as a geographical anchor, permanently attaching human populations to specific plots of land. Once the harvest arrived, it created a storage crisis. A single successful field yielded more grain than a family could eat at once, and that surplus had to be protected from moisture and pests. The technological response was the invention of earthen pottery. Wide vessels like this allowed communities to store grain for the long term. To make new grains edible, humans invented specialized grinding equipment. These heavy stone mortars and pestles became standard features of the stationary home. Daily tools adapted too. Hunting weapons were supplemented by polished stone axes and hoes, designed for the heavy labor of clearing land and digging fields. With a secure food supply, some were freed from farming. This allowed for experimentation with metal, leading to the smelting of copper and tin ores. As communities grew, they sought resources from far away: timber and building wood, raw precious stones, and volcanic obsidian. People moved between settlements, carrying both goods and ideas with them. The storage systems, specialized tools, and trade networks developed for a stationary life became the basic framework for the organized economies that followed. As trade and surplus food increased, small farming villages swelled into dense, competitive states. Managing the taxes, labor, and trade of these large populations required a system of record-keeping that went beyond human memory. This is why written language emerged. These cuneiform characters were developed specifically as an administrative tool to manage the complexities of city life. With the addition of animal-drawn plows and writing, the transformation was complete. The first true cities emerged, defined by kings, priests, and distinct social classes. The systems of management and social organization we live within today are the direct result of those first humans who chose to plant a seed and stay in one place.